Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 2, and MiniClip. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about PlayStation 2 emulation on Android with Aether SX2. All hail the blue cube. Aether SX2 just got a brand new update. Now I would say this new update is small but mighty. We've got a fix and a brand new feature. The fix here is fixing full motion videos in hardware mode in some games. And the new feature, they've added in playtime tracking for your games. It is worth pointing out that playtime tracking is not available on the Google Play Store version of Aether SX2 just yet. But if you wanted to check it out, you absolutely can. Head to aethersx2.com, click on Downloads. Once you are here, click on Close Testing Alpha, click on the top folder, and it should be the very top APK. And it's also worth pointing out that this is a testing build of Aether SX2, so some stuff might not work as anticipated and some stuff might be broken. However, if you want to be on the cutting edge of things, it is 100% free and, as far as I know, safe. For an emulator that already does so much, Aether SX2 continues to get better and better. They recently added in retro achievements and now playtime tracking. I can't wait to see what's next. Next up, we're talking about Nintendo Switch emulation on Android with Skyline, and we just talked about this one in my last video. If you didn't see that video, I do recommend checking it out because there's a lot of information in there and Skyline is about to get a whole lot better. If you wanted to check out Skyline's updates early, you absolutely can, but it will cost you. To access early builds of Skyline, you gotta go to ko-fi.com, which is coffee, and go to Skyline's page and be an Edge tester. That's $5 a month. Skyline is basically taking the same stance that Yuzu does. If you want to support them, you get early access to the latest features. If you don't want to support them, you gotta wait like 2 weeks for them to merge these changes into the mainline build, which really isn't that big of a wait at all. Now I did notice on my last video there were a few comments comparing Skyline to Egg NS. Basically something along the lines of Skyline is turning into Egg NS, charging people to use this emulator. And I think those comments couldn't be further from the truth. Yes, Skyline is charging for early access, but wait 2 weeks and you can pick it up absolutely free after it's been tested and bug fixed. On top of that, Skyline gives back to the emulating community. They help out other emulators, they've helped out Yuzu, they've helped out Ryujinx, they've helped out Aether SX2. Even Bylaws and Mark are stepping in to try to help out MacDo with Vita 3K. If they were permanently hiding stuff behind a paywall, yes, I would have no issue calling them out whatsoever. It is a little bit of a disappointment that testing builds are restricted, and I've called out Yuzu for that as well, but at the same time here it's an optional testing build, and I can kind of understand it given the fact that the Skyline development team is extremely young. They're trying to work full-time jobs. They're trying to do their thing and code Skyline on the side. In fact, Skyline was created by someone who is 16 and 19 years old. In my opinion, that's a couple of kids who wrote this emulator. If I am not mistaken, the oldest developer on Skyline is about 21 years old. Mark just turned 19. That is absolutely insane. The future of Switch emulation on Android is in the hands of a bunch of young adults. I mean, it's pretty impressive at what this young development team has been able to accomplish so far. On the brand new testing build, Super Mario Odyssey is up and running between 50 to 60 frames per second. And looking really good. I've got Super Mario Odyssey up and running on my Google Pixel 7 Pro with a Mali GPU at about 40 frames per second and also looking really good. In fact, on my Pixel 7 Pro, I've got Cuphead up and running at a solid 60 frames per second. It's running smooth, it's looking good, and it's performing amazing. I don't think some people realize how small some of these development teams are. I mean, Aether SX2 was developed by one person. MGBA, one person. Skyline, an incredibly young team. Vita 3K, one person. So sometimes funding can really go a long way, and Skyline really isn't hiding anything here. You can still get access to the main emulator absolutely free. If they were hiding things permanently behind a paywall, I would have no issue calling them out. But having a 2-week exclusive testing build hidden behind a $5 a month paywall, I am a lot more comfortable with. Is it ideal? No, absolutely not. But at the same time here, it's completely optional. and the funds are, I would argue, going towards a good cause. Last up here, we're talking about MiniClip, and it appears that MiniClip is officially dead. Well, maybe not officially because the website's still up, but most of the games have been taken down. If you head to MiniClip's website, there are two different games you can play in your browser, 8-Ball Pool and agar.io, and that's really about it. There are some other games listed, but if you click play now on something like soccer, well, it brings you to Google Play or the App Store. Back in the day, sites like MiniClip and Newgrounds were the places to go to kill a few minutes and play a few games on PC, and it's really sad to see a site like this go, but it's really just a sign of the times. If you used to use MiniClip, or if you've got any interesting memories from MiniClip, let me know in the comments below and I'd love to read them. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about not necessarily a ton today. We talked about three different things: Aether SX2, Skyline, and MiniClip. Let me know your thoughts on any of them in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.